stuff. Shawty came from Mexico, she know she got the sweet stuff. Shawty came from Mexico, she know she got the...
As you know, you see in the title, you know we're about to get into it, so let's get into it. First, I do have a Discord link in the bio. Once again, people want to join the Discord to get free advice. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get into it. First thing you want to do from doing the correct marketing strategy for your drop, you want to first build your brand identity and your presence. If you don't do those two things, your clothing brand or your little side hobby is not going to get where you want it to go. I started my brand because I wanted, something to wear that kind of represented how I wanted myself to look. I wanted something I was going to wear and not be ashamed of. It started off as like a little joke until I was like, I could really make some money. And it took me like September, October, November, 6 months, 5 to 6 months for me to actually create this design. Because when I first started, it was trash. I'm about to get a ring light, y'all. I got this dumb thing where it's like you have to charge them. I'm going to let y'all in a little secret. I'm about to switch out my light because it's pissed. Alright, y'all. I had a brand named Two Blades for Style. And I didn't tell nobody. Somebody found out was because they came in my room and yeah, they seen it. And I was like, oh, it's just some stupid little thing. Build your brand identity. And when I say this, I mean like start from why you want to create and why you want other people to wear. I wanted myself to have something I wanted to wear. It was coming around my birthday and I was like, okay, I can't find something I want to wear. Let me create something I want to wear. You know what I'm saying? I just like to say, give her a round of applause. She did her big one. It was just a little birthday thing. It was supposed to be a one-time thing. But then after that, started getting out and people wanted colors. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do colors. That's just kind of the main summary. And when I say build your online presence, I mean post consistently. When I did my drop, I ghosted my account for like 2-3 months. If I didn't ghost my account for 2-3 months, I probably would have opened up sooner. When I started, I think I was on a roll. I really think I would have got the sales I wanted to if I just didn't stop. Which is another reason that I feel like if you don't get the sales you don't want to, you don't have to stop. The stuff I'm creating right now behind the scenes that I haven't shown, I only shown 3 people because they're probably going to be a model for me in my next clothing brand drop. Don't ghost your account for any situation. Don't do it because you will see the results in your whatever you're doing. Those are the 2 main things you're supposed to be doing. Another thing you have to do is create teasers and flyers and business cards. I didn't do that at my start. That's a mistake. And I'm telling y'all to do that at the start. Teasers, I mean like little sneak peeks. So for my thing, I did like a little sneak peek of the photo shoot, little sneak peek of the hoodies on the couch. It's all in my TikToks if you go through them. Link in the bio. I was building up the hype for it. And that's the best time to drop. I made a mistake and I kind of like waited too long. So the hype died down. Another thing you have to do is your launch strategy. Your launch strategy comes into play when you are about to launch. Most people just drop and launch on a random day. Was I that person? Yeah, I dropped and launched on a random day. I didn't even do no analytics. I didn't do no data, no nothing. When I picked a random day, I knew some people got paid around that day. So that's why I dropped it personally. If you don't know when people get paid, that's a problem. Way to analyze your data and everything, you have to Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, I believe are the 3 main things that give you what's it called? Analytics. As I was saying, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. I feel like those are kind of like the top 3 accounts that show your data. You have to download, I think it's MetaBooks. You have to download MetaBooks or it's Meta Ads. And it's connected to Facebook and Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. You don't even have to go into each Facebook and Instagram. TikTok, now you have to boost, I think, to see the analytics for that, but sometimes you don't. You can see it just by clicking on analytics or view insights on your posts, and you can see where they're from. But when you do this, you have to dig deeper into like what they want from you. Say you're targeting marketing to female women age 30. You want to get real specific. Middle-aged women who just gave birth. What do they want? They want stuff for their newborn child. That's where it comes into play. You have an age range, what they want from you, where they're probably from. You have a lot. You could also run ads for your thing to boost it out there and get noticed. There's no guarantee those people are going to buy. When you put out ads, you have to be guaranteed and sure that these ads are going to bring you profit. Otherwise, you're wasting most of your money. You got to know who you're putting out to and what videos are getting 700, 800 views and why. That's the main thing about clothing brands. Yeah, you could put ads out there. I just wouldn't suggest it if you're starting out. I wasted like probably $400, even though I was putting out like $5 a day or $10 a day. I probably wasted over $400. Do organic content. If you do advertisements, TikTok's going to get you stuck into where you're just depending on them to put your stuff out. They will use your money against you. That's what they are doing to me currently, I believe. Maybe it's my content. I have one video that got around 800, 900 views or 1,000 without using TikTok. I have a video, if you scroll all the way down to my stuff, 29 point something K views. That's amazing. I don't know how, but it's something stupid too. It has nothing to do with my clothing brand drops. But yeah, I want you guys to engage with the community, because if you don't engage with your community, they're going to think you're a bot until you start posting like yourself out there more, like pictures of yourself or of customers or just testimonials, stuff like that of your brand. Nobody's going to trust you. Another thing, if you are doing pre-order, make sure you let people know you're doing pre-order. That's one thing I feel like scared my customers away some. I didn't let them know it was pre-order. I just told them I was dropping.
Oh my.
The last two things I'm going to be talking about is your analyzation and also planning for your next drop.
Nice.
You could do it before and after. Do it before, you have to analyze and put together the pieces of what and where and who. Who's coming to your brand and why. It's always different for people. For me, I realize that it's more so, it depends on the picture I post. If I post a picture of a female, sometimes it will be more females than men, and they're most likely around me. If I post pictures with a man on the front cover, it'll be more men. I'm going to do a backstory. When I was doing the photo shoot for those who was in it, I want to say, since it was like different colors, my manufacturer, he charged me like, it wasn't much more than the original price, but he charged me a good amount to where I probably had to pay for the leftovers because people only paid a certain amount. I kind of took the downfall in that. You have to always communicate with your manufacturer. If you do not, you are screwed. Always communicate with your manufacturer and communicate about your budget. Don't be scared to communicate about your budget, because if you are, you're going to be going over your budget when you know you can't do it, and you're digging into your pockets deeper and deeper. With this clothing brand stuff, you will go broke sometimes if you don't correctly market and if you don't correctly drop. Don't do multiple colors for your first drop. Even if it's pre-order, do not do it, because people have a short attention span, and it's like, you have so many colors to pick from, I don't know what to pick from, so you kind of leave the site. But then again, if you don't have the color I want, you still leave the site, so it's a 50-50. Don't do it unless you have the budget. Last thing is planning for your next drop. Your brand drop didn't go so well. Let's say you're like, oh, it didn't go well. Now, did you plan in case it wasn't going to go well? Did you have a next step, or was you just focusing on this? That's where most clothing brands fall at too. They fall real deep within this category of just not having a next step and relying on one thing. Another thing, when you're dropping, and I create my fall stuff in fall. You don't want to do that. You want to create summer stuff in fall, because by the time you're done with the fall, summer's around the corner. All you got is fall stuff. So all you could do is drop fall stuff. Unless you drop it towards when school's coming around, you're not making nothing. After your drop, you want to again analyze why some people didn't order, who had stuff in the cart, and what could have drove those customers away. Always be ahead, like 2-3 steps ahead. If you're not, your thing's going to fumble and crumble until you have nothing to rely on anymore. Y'all, do you know how many times I tried to fix my hair and it's just like, it don't want to be fixed? but come off. Anyways, y'all, that's the end of today's video. We'll be talking about more in next day's video. I said next day. What in next video? For now, I just want you guys to like and subscribe for more content. Discord link isn't about it for those clothing brands who want to join. I'm tired, y'all. So that's it.